Like many Canadians, Mr. Speaker, my journey began far from here. I was born in Gujarat, India, and raised by my late parents, Darshan Gill and Surinder Kaur Gill, who instilled in me the values of hard work, service, and sacrifice. Those values were further shaped by my teachers at Rosary High School and MS University in Baroda. My uncles, Hargurdev and Kultar Singh Randhawa, and my aunt, Satwant Kaur, who immigrated to Canada in the late 60s and 70s, sponsored me. Their families didn't just open their hearts and their doors, they opened my future. When I landed in Canada in 1988 and came to Windsor, it felt like home, Mr. Speaker. The people, the grit, the values, it all clicked. I'm especially grateful to friends like Sean Hand, Peter Sainte-Marie, Victor Barani, and many others who welcomed me and helped me adapt. I went to study at Sinclair College and the University of Windsor, and then served 29 years as a police officer in Toronto and LaSalle. Frontline service teaches you two things, Mr. Speaker: how to solve problems and how to spot people who are just pretending to. On the front lines of public safety, I witnessed this country's challenges, but also its best traits: resilience, compassion, and yes, even some dark humor during tough moments. Mr. Speaker, Windsor has always punched above its weight. We've been a transportation and manufacturing powerhouse central to Canada's auto sector. When Windsor succeeds, so does Canada. Over 9,000 trucks cross the Windsor-Detroit border daily, carrying more than $600 million in goods. A full third of our trade with the U.S. flows through Windsor. We are the beating heart of North America's just-in-time supply chain. For us, infrastructure isn't an abstract, it is essential. That's why the Gordie Howe International Bridge matters. Initiated under Prime Minister Harper and the previous Conservative government, it was a vision of nation building. Yet the Liberals took 3 extra years to break ground. Had they acted with urgency, the bridge would likely be up and running today, cutting on congestion, boosting trade, and fueling economic growth. We are also home to a major piece of Canada's EV future, Mr. Speaker. A critical piece of the national EV supply chain is being built in our region, a project whose full potential will depend on delivery, not just announcements. So let's be clear. This battery plant isn't a political trophy. It's a strategic necessity for Canada's future and its competitiveness. Our auto workers, engineers, and suppliers will make it succeed, but they need infrastructure, they need skilled labor, and long-term planning to match that ambition. And that starts with Ottawa finally treating Windsor not like an afterthought, but like the economic linchpin it is. Mr. Speaker, the people of Windsor are hardworking and hopeful, but they're feeling the squeeze. Food bank usage is at record highs. Shoplifting is up not just due to gangs, but because people are trying to get basic items like food and diapers and toothpaste. Rents are out of reach. Grocery bills are growing. I had to respond to calls at grocery stores where loss prevention officers had seniors in custody for shoplifting food. These seniors told me they were stretching one meal into 3 and did not have the money to buy food. Small business owners are wondering if next month will be their last month in business. This is not just a cost of living crisis, Mr. Speaker. It's a crisis of dignity. And let me be clear, it's not the people who have failed. It's policies brought forth by the Liberal government that have failed. This week, the Prime Minister introduced his first major spending bill, the 2025-26 main estimates. And after taking over a bloated government, Prime Minister Carney promised to spend less. Instead, he's increased spending by 8%, nearly 3 times the combined rate of inflation and population growth. Worse still, there's no budget. The government is asking Parliament to approve over $500 billion in spending without a budget. That's a first in over 60 years outside of COVID. If single moms, seniors, and small businesses have to budget before they spend, a banker must do the same, Mr. Speaker. The Prime Minister said he had a plan, but this isn't planning. It's reckless spending. We have a phrase in policing: fail to plan, plan to fail. And let's not forget, Mr. Speaker, Parliament voted just weeks ago to demand a full budget this spring. The Liberal government has ignored that will of the House. This bill defies not just math, it defies democracy. So to my colleagues in the Liberal government, I say this respectfully: get to work for regular Canadians, be bold, don't just talk about a hinge moment. turn the handle, open the door. If your plans aren't working, take ours. Canadians don't care who gets the credit. They want results. Mr. Speaker, we believe in policies that reflect lived experiences, whether it's fixing gaps in public safety or reforming taxes that will hit working families the hardest. Mr. Speaker, you want to know what matters to Windsorites most? All you got to do is tune into AM 800 with Mike and Meg, or catch Ms. Mileski on the evening news, or listen to our mayor, Mr. Dilkins, or any of the many independent journalists on social media. Windsorites want affordability. They want accountability. They want results. And more than anything else, they want to be heard. Windsor is a tough city, Mr. Speaker. We've weathered border uncertainty, plant closures, and more than a few broken promises from politicians, and yet we always rise. We have union workers and entrepreneurs, new Canadians and fourth-generation families, skilled tradespeople and students, all trying to make it, and make it matter, because they give a damn about their city and their country. Mr. Speaker, to me, being Canadian means working hard, believing in fairness, and helping a neighbor saying sorry when someone else bumps into you, and standing up for what's right, even when it's difficult. This House, as we know, is the beating heart of our democracy. I'm here to serve with respect, humility, and dignity. To the people of Windsor West, thank you for sending me up here. You welcomed a young man from distant shores, gave him the opportunity to serve and protect, and now a seat in Parliament. I will honor your trust. I look forward to working with every member in this Parliament. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Before I go to questions and comments, just as a reminder to members, especially new members, we cannot use the last name of the Prime Minister in the House. Can only refer to him through his title. That applies to ministers as well. The Parliamentary Secretary to the Government House Leader.
So thank you, Mr. Speaker. And the issue of affordability is something in which was raised a great deal during the election and even prior to the election. We have a new Prime Minister, a new government, and I believe that the Prime Minister has been very, very clear on that particular issue. That's one of the reasons why we have a bill C4. C4 provides tax relief in different ways. 22 million Canadians will benefit by it, first-time home buyers that are building new homes. It also puts into law the dealing of the consumer carbon tax in terms of getting rid of it. These are all will make life more affordable for Canadians. I'm wondering if the member can be very clear in indicating that not only does he support this piece of legislation, but he would like to see this legislation pass before the House rises.
Member for Windsor West.
Mr. Speaker, I support any genuine effort to leave more money in the pockets of hard-working Canadians. But the devil's always in the details. A tax cut helps, but when people are skipping meals or having to shoplift to feed their kids, they need more than incremental changes. They need leadership that fixes the root causes, which is inflation, broken supply chains, unaffordable housing, and unsafe streets, Mr. Speaker. This tax cut is a start. Now let's see if the government has the courage to go further, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Comments, questions et commentaires. Le député.
The honourable member for Montcalm. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm not a banker like the Prime Minister, but there's something that's not adding up. On one hand, we're told that there will be a budgetary balance in 3 years. At the same time, taxes are going down, but at the same time, counter-tariffs are being abolished, counter-tariffs that would have helped companies here. But we know that we're still going to have to help them. So where's the logic in all this?
For Windsor West.
Mr. Speaker, it is hard to find logic, but let's talk about trade and tariffs, as the member pointed out. We understand our geography better than most, Mr. Speaker. Windsor sits right across from Detroit. Our economies don't just neighbor each other, they depend on each other. We can't wish that away, nor should we want to. We share roads, railways, rivers, and generations of family. We are related by blood relations, actually, businesses and laborers that cross the border daily. But partnerships require respect, not just handshakes and photo ops. It means standing up for our industries when they're under threat. It means negotiating from strength, not just sentiment. Canada must approach the United States with the full awareness that while we are the smaller partner in size, we are not small in value, in principle, or in purpose. And we are seriously talking about building a 21st century North American economy, whether on EVs, energy, or steel. And it's time we acted like real partners, not pushovers, Mr. Speaker.
Questions and comments? The member for Sherwood Park for Saskatchewan's caught my eye.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to congratulate the member for Windsor on an excellent speech today and on his advocacy. I note, and my heart goes out to his community, because I noted in Friday's release from Statistics Canada on labour market numbers that there is sadly a very high unemployment rate in Windsor. Numbers are high throughout southern Ontario, 7% nationally, 8.8% in Toronto, but 10.8% unemployment in Windsor. So Windsor has really borne the brunt of Liberal economic failures. And at a time when the whole country, and particularly his city, is dealing with such high unemployment, what a disaster that these Liberals can't even present a budget. They have no plan, no budget. I wonder if he can share what the response has been in his riding to the high levels of unemployment and the failure of the Liberals to present a budget.
For Windsor West.
Thank you for that question, honourable colleague. Mr. Speaker, there's a lot of anxiety in my riding, in the entire city, in fact. I ran for office not because I had a lifelong ambition to sit in this chamber, although I am truly honoured to be here. But I ran because I believe that Canada can do better, and Windsor deserves better. We deserve policies that don't pit the environment against the economy. We deserve border infrastructure that actually serves our community. We deserve a federal government that listens before it announces something. And above all, we deserve to be seen, not just on the map, but as a force in this country's future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.